Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails from Cleveland, Ohio, and weighs in tonight at 215 pounds, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul unfairly being given the reputation of a man that is not a dangerous and deadly fighter. Jake Paul wants to prove the world wrong, and that is why tonight he has issued an open challenge to anybody that thinks they're capable of beating him inside that squared circle to come out and try and prove it to the world. Jake Paul said he'll take on anyone no matter how big or dangerous they are. Literally anyone could come through that curtain here tonight. Very brave thing to do, to issue an open challenge. And in a few short moments we're going to find out who has accepted that challenge of Jake Paul's.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, hailing from England and weighing in tonight at 179 pounds, Mr. B.
We want to talk about dangerous and deadly. Look no further than this man. One of the most skilled martial artists to ever lace up a pair of boots or a pair of brogues. It may look like it's all fun and games, but let me tell you, Mr. Bean, one hell of a brawler back in his day. Set to take the challenge here against Jake Paul. His life could be at risk here, being in the ring with a man the skill level of Mr. Bean. So two men set to square off now, Mr. Bean and Jake Paul, the dream match that nobody asked for, but you're gonna get it here tonight as Mr. Bean tries to charge in, and look at Jake Paul going right after him, showing no mercy to his opponent, and that's exactly what you've got to do, really stomping on Mr. Bean now. Jake Paul wants to prove he is the greatest fighter of all time. And what a way it would be to prove that, to beat this man. But look at Mr. Bean now. He's fighting back with that Mongolian chop. Nice reversal there by Paul. Goes behind, tries a move. Look at the reversal by Bean though into a hammerlock. I think Jake Paul a little bit shocked there at the wrestling skills of Mr. Bean. Not going to be plain sailing, tries the move, look at that, another counter by Mr. Bean and winds up that big right hand. Jake Paul takes the timber bunk to the canvas. And what the hell is Mr. Bean doing now? Well, I don't think this is what Jake Paul had in mind when he issued the challenge. He's going to have to deal with it. Mr. Bean making him look foolish, comes charging him at a clothesline. Bean ducks and now going to work with heavy strikes. One hell of a brawler is Bean. Now sends Jake Paul for the ride off the ropes. Tries a move, but look at Jake Paul. Nice counter. Goes behind and nails him with a German suplex. The fun and games may be over here. And now look at Jake Paul.
Rope break.
Crossface chicken wing shade to the great Bob Backlund. Referee calling for the rope break and Jake Paul refusing. He's using that count to his advantage. Waiting for the 4 count. Mr. Bean getting back to his feet though nonetheless. And look at the reversal again. And now look at Mr. Bean, giving Jake Paul a wedgie he'll never forget. My goodness, what a devastating move. Jake Paul not appreciating the antics of Mr. Bean. Tries to punch, nice block by Bean, a left hand, look at this. What a fighter he's turned out to be here, blocking everything that Jake Paul's throwing at him. And now with a double axe handle, another Mongolian chop. Bean on fire here. And look at these headbutts to the abdomen. Oh, wait a minute. And a deadly combination of rectal gas. Squirted right in the face of Jake Paul. And now what the hell's Mr. Bean doing? Nice leapfrog. Oh, he's not going to fall for that. But look, sticks the hand out. Jake Paul falling for it and gets flipped over. Well, Jake Paul may not be the deadliest fighter in the world. He may be a close number 2 to this man. And now look at Bean with the sunset flip and rolling him round the ring. Trying to disorientate him before he goes for the cover. This could be enough to put Jake Paul away. The shoulders down. Oh, and very, very close there was Bean to getting the cover and proving that he's the most deadly fighter in the world. Tries the clothesline, oh nice counter by Jake Paul and a back body drop. Now Jake Paul sends Bean into the corner. Perches him on the top rope. What's he going for here? Beautiful arm drag from the top turnbuckle. And Bean may be down for here. Lateral press, shoulders down, but Mr. Bean, what a fighter this man is. Oh, and a big right left hand by Jake Paul though, knocking him right to the canvas. Gets back to his feet. Jake Paul continuing to work on him with strikes. Goes down again. And the striking skills of Jake Paul on full display. Shouldn't be striking him there though. Certainly not in the rules. As now he tries the Irish whip. Mr. Bean with a nice counter once again. And the third press and right hands right to the face. Bean really doing a number on him now. Now look at this quick roll up. Could be enough to put Jake Paul away and ruin his reputation. No, Jake Paul manages to escape, and look at Mr. Bean. He's having a whale of a time in that ring. Ducks the attack as well. Nice drop toe hold. And Bean on fire now. He senses this may be the moment to go in for the kill. This capacity crowd cheering him on as Bean comes off the ropes and drops the big leg. Jake Paul in real trouble. We could have a win here. The leg is hooked, the shoulders down, and my God, Jake Paul was a split second away there from losing this match. Mr. Bean unstoppable, a force to be reckoned with inside that squared circle. Tries picking him up, nice counter by Jake Paul and a shoulder block, and oh look at this. Removing the protective pad, exposing that steel turnbuckle, and now he's going to try and throw him in, but Mr. Bean managing the reversal, knocks him down. That could have been dangerous, but Bean managing to avert disaster there. Now sends Paul into the corner, using his posterior as a weapon and doing it very effectively. Jake Paul now slumped in the corner, and Mr. Bean going to work on him, just kicking him right in the stomach, knocking all of that wind and air right out of the athlete. And what's Mr. Bean got planned here? Well, it may be curtains time here for Jake Paul as Mr. Bean comes off the ropes and drops the Bean elbow. Jake Paul flat on his back, seemingly out. What are you doing, Mr. Bean? Go for the cover. Mr. Bean getting excited, taunting to the crowd, but taking far too long. He should have gone for the pin. What the hell is he playing at? And now Jake Paul throwing him chest first right into that exposed turnbuckle. And again, Mr. Bean surely had the match won, but he got overexcited there. He took his eye off the ball and didn't go for the cover when he should have, and now gets nailed with a thunderous German suplex. And no, not again, right into that turnbuckle. That killer instinct just wasn't there. It was lacking in Mr. Bean. If he was there, Jake Paul would have surely been defeated, and now look at Paul. Showing off the boxing skills now. And a big right hand, and Bean goes down to the canvas, seemingly motionless. And Jake Paul now hooking the leg. Mr. Bean's shoulders down, and Jake Paul victorious here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Jake Paul.
Well, Mr. Bean lacked that killer instinct, and that's why Jake Paul was the winner here. Tune in next week to see who else will accept his open challenge. If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.